James Riddell, CEO and co-founder of Wildeye. I'm going to talk to you today about a brand we've created to take advantage of the massive global opportunity in the agricultural Internet of Things. The purpose of Wildeye, the reason everyone wants to work at Wildeye, is that we're solving pretty hardcore issues. A global water crisis. In 10 years, 2/3 of the world's population will be living in water stress. But we're solving that by being laser focused on our customers' problems. Our customers are farmers, some of the biggest users of water in the world. We're improving our customers' yield by managing their irrigation efficiency. So this is the state of play of IoT on the farm. Big bulky solar panels that you have to install above the canopy of the crop. You need a trained installer to plug their laptop in and calibrate each installation. Costs thousands of dollars installed to the farmer. Very expensive to freight around the world. We don't see it as the type of technology that can scale to millions of connections around the world. Introducing Wildeye, and this is our soil moisture sensor. You can buy it online with a credit card subscription or buy it through one of our trusted partners. It's tiny. We can ship hundreds of them in FedEx box around the world. It connects sensors to the mobile, using the mobile phone network to our cloud platform. This can scale to millions of connections around the world, and we know that because we're well on our way. Over tens of thousands of devices in Australia and New Zealand alone, measuring soil moisture, measuring irrigation flow meters, measuring weather stations, all around Australia and New Zealand. So this is an example of what our customer sees. They log into a beautiful dashboard that farmers can use with their fat thumbs. They pay a subscription to this, so our revenue model is closely aligned with the value that we're delivering the farmer. Value like this tomato grower in Western Australia, they're using 40% less water to get the same quantity and quality of crop. They save a bit on pumping costs, but the key thing is that they saved $1,400 an acre on fertiliser costs just because they weren't flushing the fertiliser beneath the root zone. So we have little installations there in California, just tucked into the grapes. It's pretty nice. Just clipped onto a flow meter in Northern California. Easy to move around on crop rotations. This is an avocado grower in Queensland. He thought that he was going to lose the trees from lack of water, and in that same season had the biggest crop on record, thanks largely to the insights from Wildeye. Wildeye has literally given us eyes in the ground. The insights have been amazing. That's in citrus. $1.5 billion new stadium in Perth. Wildeye's under the turf, measuring soil moisture and salinity and temperature to help irrigate that more and get really nice turf. So we've got an awesome team, 30 people. We're growing quickly. This is our executive team. We haven't had any venture capital investment to date, but we're growing revenue quickly. We've been listed in the Deloitte Fast 500 3 times for fast-growing revenue. We're funded by our customers. We reinvest millions of dollars of gross profit back into R&D. How do we scale a hardware company without raising funds? Well, this is an example of what we stay in, accommodation. $30 a night, my business partner's in the other bed, so $15 a night. That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Wildeye.
Cheers.
All right, some questions from our judges, please.
So how many devices do you have working? This seems like a lot of dots. How many do you have operational?
Over 40,000 now in
40,000?
Australia and New Zealand, yeah.
Okay. And I wasn't clear, sometimes it seems buried, sometimes on sort of the flow meter, sometimes like with stuff that seems to be measuring water levels. So can you explain that?
Yeah, so everything that we do is primarily around saving water and helping our customers, mainly helping them irrigate more efficiently. So there are a lot of things you have to measure to do that properly. So we've got soil moisture, so we can see exactly what's happening.
So you have different sensors for different applications?
Yeah, correct. Yep.
You can't. So you make money by selling the sensors? How else do you make money?
Through a subscription model.
And the subscription.
So every one that we sell, comes with a subscription to the software as a service platform
Yep.
for delivering that information.
And the price of the service is based on what? Is it based on number of sensors, size of the farm, hectares?
On the number of sensors.
Okay.
Yeah. Every one of our devices has a SIM card in it, so
Yep.
it includes all of that as well.
Okay.
Do you have problems with Wi-Fi connectivity?
It's all so Wi-Fi connectivity, or
Sorry, what was the technology then?
the technology we predominantly use is Telstra in Australia. So
Yes.
3G at the moment has the best coverage footprint.
Right. So is there a coverage problem, or that's where
not
your
predominantly with our
base-
customers. So most of our customers are they aren't in, they're quite close to main centres, highly productive crops.
So it seems to be good in terms of providing huge amounts of data that people can then react to. How are you looking to change the way that they then react to it, whether it be automating the irrigation systems or anything like that? Have you thought about how you tie in to kind of actually solve the end-to-end value chain?
Yeah,
problem
absolutely.
for
So our vision is for end-to-end control of the irrigation as well. There are a lot of different irrigation types, specifically in the different regions that we're in. But in California, for instance, there's a lot of valve control we can do there. But at the moment, it's all about providing the information to the farmer so that they can control it. But in the future, yeah, it's quite a leap to go to. They still want to be involved in looking at that information and making the decisions themselves.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, because there's obviously a lot of companies that do put sensors to measure those things. How much you actually have smart in helping them make the right decisions? What is the secret sauce there that you can rise above everybody else in terms of recommendation what to do?
It's very difficult because all of our customers have very unique challenges that they're facing. So if they're growing trees in a sand or they're in a heavy clay and they're doing row crops, they're all very unique challenges. And so it's quite difficult to productize that really and deliver the value in a box. So it's really about providing them with that key information and working with consultants who can understand the data. And so we have agronomists that log into the platform and they...
So at this point is providing the information, we're not really providing the knowledge what to do with the information.
Well, they learn pretty quickly. They understand what's happening on their farm, and this gives them a lot more insight into to make the decisions they're already making. So they are learning a lot just from that data.
So have you got any data on like the volume of water in litres or percentages or whatever that you've actually saved across a number of case studies?
We do have them over a number of case studies, yeah, but not...
Is it significant rough percentages or anything like that? Have you got?
Yeah, well, some of them are saving 40%, some of them don't really use the system, some of them are using a lot more water actually. So they are getting a much better crop yield, but they're using more water to achieve that, so it's actually more efficient.